Welcome to the following presentation of 4-Star Sports Media. Welcome to Inside the Eagle's Nest, your one stop for all things CrossFit athletics. Now, here's your host, Wes Pruitt.
Hello, CrossFit Eagle fans, and welcome back inside the Eagle's Nest. I'm your host, Wes Pruitt. Got a very special guest this week. Defensive coordinator, Coach Vincent Newton, has joined us inside the Eagle Nest. Coach, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I appreciate you for having me on.
Thank you very much, Coach. This show is for all things CrossFit athletics, and right now we've got a CrossFit football team that I've been talking about the past few weeks that I think is on the rise. I think this program is on the rise. Coach, you went right up the road last week, a short little 45-minute drive up to Monticello, and came away with a 51-14 win. It's got to feel nice to go on the road and get a conference win.
Yes, definitely, especially against Monticello. When I was in school and I played football and basketball and baseball, we played Monticello. They were a conference opponent. We were in 5A at the time, but, just 45 minutes up the road. We've been telling our kids, we got to get better and we got to focus on us and the rest will take care of itself. So, the kids played really well. Coaches did an awesome job. We had a great week of practice last week. So, and all the little small things start coming together Monday through Thursday, Fridays, they take care of themselves.
Yeah, I played high school football myself. Was at a very small school. We had 15 people on the team. So I played, I'm 5'5", 170 pounds with cement in my boots, and I played center. So I fully understand what it's like. But that weekly grind, that practice really separates the men from the boys. And I've always really, nothing against parents, but on Friday night, when they see who's playing, they're also seeing who put the work in during the practice week. As a coaching staff, talk a little bit about what goes into your preparation each week for each team that you play.
Well, we exchange film on Friday nights after the game. So, my first priority is to make sure that, I assess what we did well and what we struggle with, what were our strengths and weaknesses on Friday night. And we start breaking down our film on our next opponent. We figure out, from a defensive standpoint, we figure out, what formations they like to run out of their sets out of, whether they want to run or they more pass, how we're going to line up and defend, what type of pressures and coverages, we're going to play against a particular offense that week. And then we set our week Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and figure out how we're going to get our kids, take them through that process of just preparing. We evaluate our kids on a day-to-day basis, and that's how our playing time is established. We evaluate Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have some guys that are competing for positions still, which is a really good thing in 4A with numbers. But we just try to get them prepared, and from a mental and a physical standpoint, and let them go and do their thing on Friday night.
Yeah, well, speaking of doing your thing, Coach, you guys have been doing it quite well the last few weeks. Ran into a little bit of a rough spell, lost 2 games back to back, but since that last loss in that 2-game stretch, you have come out full guns blazing. I said it last week. This staff and this team has got their pedal. Their foot is on the pedal and it's on the floor, and it's full guns blazing. Let's talk a little bit about this Monticello game. You ran 69 plays, had 27 first downs. Mm-hmm. That's impressive right there alone. But when you look at it, you came away with 524 total yards for the game, 181 on the through the air, and 343 again on the ground. This team is a run heavy football team, and it's fun to watch. Coach, with you being the defensive coordinator, let's talk a little bit about your defense this week. You held Monticello to 120 yards total for the game. Go ahead and hype up your boys on the defensive side, Coach. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. Going back to our first four games, we knew our first four games were going to be tough. OCO's in 3A, and the games that they played outside of us, I think they've been shutouts. I think they beat Harrisburg like 59-0 Friday night. In that game, we struggled with the run. We struggled with the run a lot against Warren. So my big thing with the defense, like I guess you could say my speaking point to them was we have to get better at stopping the run, and we need to get better on a week to week basis, thinking about the playoffs. So to go into that game and holding them to a low rushing total, that's going to be the key, especially in our conference. This is a run heavy conference. If you can stop the run, you can win football games. If you can run the football, you can win football games. So I'm extremely proud of our kids, and they bought into get some things fixed. We changed some things around on defense, how we're adjusting to certain formations, and it's kids have bought into it, coaches have bought into it, and see the success and the benefits from Friday night.
Well, Denzel Watkins tackled the whole team, didn't he? He had 11 tackles Friday night.
Man, I'm going to miss him. He's a great football player, but he's an even better kid. Every day when he leaves out of here, we tell each other that we love each other, and it's been like that since I got here last summer. That's the type of person that he is. He's going to be whatever he chooses to do in life. He's going to be extremely successful, but on the football field, he's an animal. I think it was a 3-game stretch last year where he had like 70 tackles. Coach Jackson was talking about how he coached in Georgia, and he had 5-star athletes and guys that went to the NFL, and guys are playing the NFL right now. He said the best linebacker he's coached is Denzel Watkins. So that's saying a lot, and I agree with him. He's the best linebacker. I coached at West Memphis. I coached at North Little Rock. We had some dogs. He's the best defensive football player that I've been around. In my short period in my coaching career.
Let me ask you this, Coach, and I hope I'm not breaking any rules here, but has he had any looks, any offers or anything like that around the country?
No, and I'm glad you asked that. We have a lot of kids that I'm wondering where the offers when they're going to start coming. They're getting some Division II interest. I think Denzel is a Division I football player. I think we have 3 or 4 guys that could go play Division I football. They have the grades, they have the GPA. I was a Division I athlete. That's a mental thing to be able to grind on a day-to-day basis and take care of your grades. That's a mental thing, and I think they have that, and they have the ability as well. To answer your question, no, they don't. He doesn't have any offers, but hopefully, he'll start having some offers come in here soon.
See, I don't mean to go on a rant in the middle of the show here, but this town, and this is the whole reasoning for this podcast. This town has got immense talent, not just football, but basketball, baseball, golf, soccer.
Mm-hmm.
You name it.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the eyes on the city of Croston? I just don't understand. I really don't. You've got a kid, not to pinpoint anybody, not just one person on this talented football team, but you've got a young man like Tyreek Jones who is literally walking around with an S on his chest all day at campus. If this man's not the big man on campus, I'm shocked.
Right.
Leading this football team, and he is the heart and soul. He's pumping guys up on the sidelines. He's getting on guys, when their heads down, he's bringing their heads back up. How does this young man not have D1 offers? Blows my mind.
Yeah, me too. But like I say, hopefully they start coming in. I don't want to say anything negative about, any college coaches.
Right. Yeah, and I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, but I do think that they deserve an opportunity. There's a plethora of things that go into why maybe they don't have Division I offers. Schools are using the transfer portal. That's a big thing right now. With COVID, you got guys that get extra years, which is not a thing when I was playing college baseball. So, I talked to my college baseball coach, Coach Carlos James, and he talked about that he's already limited on scholarships, but on top of that, you got kids they're getting extra years, and kind of puts a damper on offering kids coming out of junior college and high school. So where are their opportunities? So, hopefully something starts to come open for them. I believe, God will take care of those kids and give them opportunity to go to college and continue to play ball and get the support that they need academically and be productive young men. That's the big thing for me, is that they get to go to college, get a degree, be able to take care of their families.
Most definitely, and of course, in your case, you're a teacher and you're also a coach.
Right.
Talk a little bit about what you enjoy about being a teacher with these young men and women in class, and then also getting them on the field.
Right. Man, I just, me personally, I'm doing PE now. I'm a health and PE teacher, but I like better when I was in the classroom. Just being able to teach. I think good teachers, good coaches are teachers. That's the type of coach I am. I like practice more than I like games, just because of the teaching aspect. Me and Coach Jackson had that conversation last week. I was that type of player as well. I enjoyed practice more than I enjoyed games, so I guess that's why I'm a coach. But I enjoy, the time that I get to spend with kids, as I am at the middle school. So, I'm dealing with 5th and 6th graders every day. These kids are 9 to 11 years old. A lot of the kids over there, I went to school with their parents. I'm back home in my hometown, so that's enjoyable too. I have cousins that I have that I'm there in my class on a day-to-day basis. So I enjoy it. Just spending time with the kids and teaching them. They're 5th and 6th grade kids, so they do things that 5th and 6th grade kids do, and you're molding, and sometimes you're having fun, sometimes you're fussing at them, but I enjoy it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, Coach, you got the win, the big win Friday night. Held them to 14 points. Your defense. Well, I would say y'all's defense. Our defense. The staff's defense. Sorry.
Yeah.
Really shut them down. Held them to 14 points. But talk a little bit about what it's like to have the offense on the other side of the field that is just, it's Lane Kiffin like at high school level.
Yeah. Man, if they can score 51 points every week, I sleep well during the week. I know they're going to go out score 51 points, and it's fun. Last Friday night was extremely fun. We come off the field on the 3 and out, and before I could get through the 3 plays under the tent on the TV, they're calling for a PAT to kick the field goal because they scored. That happened a couple times Friday night. That's you having a good night when it's going that way. We have had Friday nights where we were out there for a while, and then we get under the tent, and then we're back out there quickly. So we're out quick, but it's because we're scoring points. So I enjoy watching them. A lot of times I miss the touchdowns, and I have to look at it when I actually review the film. I have to ask somebody, how did we score? Because I'm under the tent. I got to watch a lot on Friday night because we were playing good on defense. So I love being behind the scout defense and watching them go through their preparation during the week, because those kids are extremely talented. That's my favorite part of practice, is being behind the defense and watching the first team offense, go through prep. You'd be so amazed at some of the plays those kids will make, one-handed catches and, moves that they'll make, when a tackler is approaching them. The kids are extremely talented. So, when you got kids that are talented like that, you better enjoy it, because at some point they're gonna graduate. They're a joy to watch. They are. If anybody from Crossett has not seen these kids play, they need to go watch them, because we're senior heavy and they're extremely talented. They're gonna be gone here in a couple of months. They're gonna be going on to basketball and they'll graduate maybe.
Yeah, I tell them every week before this show's over with, hey, if you haven't got out and watched these young men and women compete on the field, you're missing a show. I mean, not to piggyback off what Lane Kiffin said, but get your popcorn ready for real. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Friday night was a great win, Coach, and then now you've got. We're going to get into it next after a quick break, but now you've got what I've come to find is the biggest game in this county between Hamburg and Crossett. It is called the Ashley County Bowl. And we will get into it right after this break, right here on Inside the Eagles Nest.
Hey fans, did you know that 4-Star Sports Media now has a YouTube channel? You can catch exclusive content covering all things Memphis Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Shows like The Point, and the only show on social media about the Arkansas Razorbacks that is purely fan-driven inside the Hog Pen. Plus other shows like The Hog Trough, The 4-Star Sports Show, and many more coming soon. So check them out today. Go on YouTube.com and search 4-Star Sports Media.
We are back here on Inside the Eagles Nest. Just got through talking with defensive coordinator Vincent Newton of the Crosset Eagles football program here in beautiful Crosset, Arkansas. Got the nice win last week, 51-14 over Monticello. In comes the red hot Hamburg Lions. Got a win last week over Central. This is the 83rd meeting, Coach. I'll just give you a little bit of history. I'm sure, you went to school here. You understand. Yeah. It's the 83rd meeting. Crosset leads the overall series 49-24-4. No score has been found for the 1937 and 39 games. That's, mystery, I guess. Yeah, long time ago. But when you look at this rivalry, Coach, of course, I know it means something to you personally going to school at Crosset. Everyone I've talked to here for the 4 years that I've lived here so far, this is the game. This is what it's all about. It doesn't matter if you win any other one, as long as you win this one and you get the bragging rights. So talk a little bit about what this staff, how much this game means to not only this staff, but this program.
Well, I want to first, say I was happy to see that they won on Friday, even though they're rivals. Coach James Adcock coached me when I was in school. He's employed over there and with the Hamburg School District now. Coach Lawson's son, Dre, he also coaches in the Hamburg School District. When I was in school, I played Senior Babe Ruth in Hamburg the summer after my senior year of high school and after my freshman year of college. There are good people in Hamburg, so I just want to first say congratulations to them on the win. But I'll say this: I'm 31 years old and I still don't wear purple because for that reason. I know they've been struggling this year, but we have to approach the week with the same thought process that we've been having. We got to get better. We got to make sure that we take care of us first. But it's always good to get a W against Hamburg. So the kids, they shouldn't need any extra motivation to go play this week. Coaches as well shouldn't need any extra added, motivation to go, get after the process this week.
Yeah, I completely agree. There are some great people out in Hamburg. I actually work out in Hamburg at Morris Transportation. Yeah. So there's some really good people out there. It's going to be a lot of fun this coming up Friday night, right across the street from my house at Yarbrough Field. Coach, is there any? I don't want to give away anything, but is there any jersey combinations we might see this week? I've been really intrigued. I feel like y'all are turning into like a little Oregon. I really enjoy your jersey combinations.
I don't know what those kids are wearing until Friday.
Really?
And Tyreek, I just figured out what they're doing. Tyreek figures out, or the singers figure out, and Tyreek Jones, quarterback, he sends a message on Huddle and tells them what they're wearing on Thursday night. So I never know. They'll come in and ask me, Coach, what we wearing on Friday? I have no clue. We all know on Friday. That's me every week. I don't know what they're wearing, but they look nice this year.
Man, they do. But you know what? I believe it was Deion Sanders, the great prime, said, if you look good, you play good.
Yeah.
And not only are y'all looking good this year, but you're playing really, really well, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
Coach Newton, once again, thank you very much for joining me tonight on Inside the Eagles Nest. Hope to get you and other coaches back on throughout not only this season, but all sports seasons, baseball, golf, whatever. We'll get you on. Coach, I'm really looking forward to this Ashley County Bowl. We'll be out there broadcasting live. Maybe I can get a quick interview with you after the game or something. But it's going to be a lot of fun. 7 p.m. kickoff. Hamburg comes to town to take on this Crossed Eagle team that is just, I don't know. They are prolific right now. They're hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, we're starting to peak. Coach Jackson told me back during the summer. I told him on the field at DeWitt, I said, man, you told me something back during the summer. You say, we might, the first 4 games, we might struggle a little bit. We might lose a game or 2. He said, but we'll start to peak late. And I'm watching pregame at DeWitt, last week, and I'm okay. I see it. We're in pregame. I can see they're just starting to calm down, and everything's looking really smooth in pregame. Coaches are calm. We're starting to peak at the right time. So if we can stay healthy, I think we'll be able to make a run. But the first part of that process for right now is to take care of Hamburg this coming up week.
Yeah, most definitely. And one more thing before I let you get out of here, talk a little bit about Coach Jackson and the job that he's done with not only these young men and women, but just the entire CrossFit athletic program as a whole.
Man, I tell you, I didn't know Coach Jackson. I didn't know him at all. He gave me a call after Coach Skinder left and went to win. I guess he had a conversation with Mr. Williams, and I guess I come recommended, and he called. I came down, and I think we talked football for like 5 or 6 hours before, this is basically an interview for a defense coordinator position. And I say, man, this guy, he knows what he's doing. I've been around some good coaches. I could tell he was a good coach. So, I've grown a lot being able to come and work under him. He challenges us as coaches. He challenges the kids. And I just having a personal conversation with myself during one of our pre-practice meetings with the kids. He was giving them an example of why it's important to come to practice. And when they're grown, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. And when, you don't show up to work, he used Georgia Pacific as an example. Say, if you don't show up to work, well, it increases the load for somebody else. He's always teaching kids, life lessons. He's a teacher. As I say, that's how I think good coaches can teach. If you can't teach, I don't think, in my opinion, you're going to be a middle of the road type coach. And that's what I appreciate about him the most is, he's a teacher and he teaches our kids and makes them act right. His 2 things is work hard and be nice. Good things that happen for you. It's real simple. Work hard and be nice. So, I've appreciated what he's done for the football program, what he's done for me personally, and what he's doing for our kids. And, I think, he has everything. He has, especially this football program is going in the right direction.
Yeah, most definitely. It really is. This entire CrossFit Eagle athletic as a whole, everything, football, baseball, the entire umbrella has really, the facilities are getting upgraded. Everything's really just starting to click here in CrossFit, and it's really, really beautiful to watch. It really is. Coach, I cannot wait for Friday night to watch the staff's defense fly around the field Friday night once again while they're taking on their arch rival, the Hamburg Lions. Once again, CrossFit Eagle fans, this is Wes Pruitt. You have been inside the Eagles nest, and Friday night, guys, get out there early, pack the stands, be loud, cheer on this CrossFit Eagle football team as they take on Hamburg Lions in the Ashley County Bowl.